Welcome everyone. Please let me introduce myself before we begin. If you don't know me yet, if it's your first time in my webinars, my name is Sapir. I'm a dropshipper. I run eBay stores for SaleFreaks, and I do weekly webinars for you guys to help share my knowledge with you, share with you what I see in forums like dropship forums, and specifically issues rising up from our tech support in Selfix. So I always try to see what repeats itself the most and then do a video about it. So today we have 4 features every Selfix beginner user should know. So, guys, let's see our topics for today. So, we'll be talking about how to find hot items using Selfix built-in locator. We'll talk about how to make sure that all of your Amazon orders are getting fulfilled using the managed account service. We'll be talking about how to troubleshoot potential purchase and Vero issues, which is very important for your eBay store health. And finally, we'll be talking about how to not lose money over miscalculations mistakes using the global settings correctly. So let's dive into it, guys. So let's talk about how to find hot items using the SaleFreaks built-in locator. So again, this whole video is very beginner oriented. So if you're not a beginner and you want to stay, it's good to return to basics, but it is a beginner oriented video. So yeah, this is for you guys. So in order to start generating sales in a new store, you need to upload items with a high selling history. What do I mean by that? I mean that you have a brand new account or very fresh account and you don't have high limits yet, and all in all eBay don't know you yet. Okay, so they don't really know how to treat you. Obviously they won't shower you with sales and exposure right off the bat, right? You'll have to prove yourself. So how do you do it? You have to start generating sales. Now it's like a catch 22 years, right? Because you need sales in order to establish yourself as a legit seller, but you won't get sales unless you do something about it. So the solution for this is really going for items with a high selling history, items that have sold at least, I say at least, 5 to 6 months over the past 30 days. And all of that information you can do manually, right? Manually, or using software, market research software like Zik Analytics. But again, this video is very beginner oriented. So I'm assuming you guys are really short on cash, okay? You don't have a lot of money to expend upfront. So I'm trying to give you tools to work with what you got without expending more money that you have. So the locator is a built-in tool within SaleFreaks, and what it does, it allows you to get items with selling history. Okay, so you have data on these items. Okay, uh, with a conversion rate similar to manual researching. So nothing really can match manual, old good manual researching. Okay, but it takes a lot of time and resources and money because usually you have to pay for Zik Analytics or something of that sort. So using the SaleFreaks locator, you don't really see the numbers. Like you can't really tell if it was sold 8 times the last 30 days or 12 times the last 30 days. But you have some sort of data, and I will show you in a bit. And the conversion rates are good, very very good, very 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 good. Currently, I've connected all of my stores, obviously both to Amazon and Walmart, and we have Locator available both for Amazon and Walmart. And my VA uploads items only through the Locator tool, and it really proved itself because I will show you my dashboard in a bit, and you see I do make money with selling items only being uploaded through the locator. So we'll be talking about it in a bit, but the locator has 2 features. So make sure to use the search and compare. So let's just do a live demonstration together. So let me take you into my SaleFreaks dashboard. So you see, I had a really nice day the last 24 hours. Okay, and all of this profit, all of these sales come from items that were uploaded using the locator. So it can be that, right? I mean, it has a really good conversion rate. So you'll find it right here. You see, in your dashboard, you have the listing wizard and you have the locator, and you click on it. So how does it work really? So you're gonna use here, you're gonna put a page URL. Let's do it together. So let's go to Amazon.com. Obviously, if you're from the UK, you can do it from Amazon UK. Okay, and what I tell my VA to do is just going over all of the categories in a very chronological way. Okay, just going category by category. So let's go on for the first category, and let's see what we have here. So we're on arts and crafts, and let's click search. And you'll see that within the category called arts and crafts, we have subcategories. Okay, so beading and jewelry, crafting, fabric decorating, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's go to the first subcategory. Okay, I'll click on that, and you see I have 20,000 results. Now I remind you that we're on the subcategory. Okay, so the locator works well up to 10,000 results. So let's dial down a bit. Okay, so I won't do much filters. I'll just filter by 4 stars and up. Okay, and it got me down to 10,000 results, which is great. This is exactly what I need. So now I take this URL and I go to the locator and I put it right here and I make sure it's on Amazon and I give it a title, okay, a tag that I can find it later. I always do Amazon locator, okay? And now it's time to choose between two ways of scanning. One is speed search and the other is search and compare. Now, what's the difference between the two? Speed search, what SaleFreaks will do is it will just go over all of the 10,000 items that are on this page, on this URL, and it will just drive them, just pull them into SaleFreaks just the way they are without any data. So all you'll get is ASINs. If you'll go for search and compare, what SaleFreaks will do is it will run a search, run a scan over on all of the 10,000 items right here, and it will then run a search on eBay, trying to match, trying to see, find out sellers who sell the same items that are on this page. Okay, so and then it will retrieve data. It will retrieve data like, um, what's your how many competitors you have on this item, what's the assumed profit range, that kind of stuff. Okay, I'll show you in a bit. So obviously, when you go for search and compare, maybe you'll get less results, right? Because it will only bring back results that have matching in eBay, but it will bring much more data, and you will able to take you know decisions according to it. So let's take a look. So all I have to do is just select one of the other, and I always go for search and compare, as I said, and I click scan now. Okay, so you see here. So it's gonna take a while until it changes from new to finished. Okay, it has to change to finished. Now it could take up to 24 hours, so I'll just leave it run like this. Okay, but for the sake of the example today, I've prepared for us examples in advance. So you see I have right here Amazon locator speed search and Amazon locator search and compare. Okay, same URL. I don't even remember what URL I was running here, but never mind, okay? So let's take a look. Same URL, but one is speed search and the other is search and compare. So if let's see what we get when we run a search on a speed search. Okay. So you see I have all these items, and let's see what I have. So I'll click show results, and wait a second, wait for it. Okay, all that you see here are just plain essence. You see all these zeros right here, you don't have any data on anything, just the essence. Okay, even if I try to play with the filters here, okay, let's say I only want very hot and super hot items. By the way, eBay rank represents the number of times the item was sold. So called, I think it's between like 0 and 1 sales, and then warm, hot, very hot, super hot is a very, very uh, good selling item. Okay, that's sold a lot of times. But even if I take down a bunch of these filters and I click show results, you'll see that the number here doesn't change because I only asked SaleFreaks to retrieve the essence. I didn't ask SaleFreaks to do comparisons. Okay, so if we'll go back and then we'll go for the speed search. Okay, I'm sorry, the search and compare. So now if I click show results, okay, it will show me 3,000 results, right? And now you can see all of these numbers. You can see the eBay rank, you can see how many reviews it has on Amazon, the star ranking, which are all very perfect, which makes sense because I always filter before running the URL in the locator. I always filter by 4 stars and up, and you see the assumed profit and in dollars and percentages, and how many competitors I have on this item, and all of this data. Now, take a look what happens if I, let's say, only do hot, very hot, and super hot. Okay, only very items that are very likely to sell. Okay, and I click show results. From 3,000 results, I went down to 1,000 results. Okay, now you see, guys, all of these negative numbers. This means that this person, this person, this person, and this person, all of them sell their items for a loss on the front end. Okay, so how do they make their profit? Well, I assume they have discounted gift cards at the back end, and they do all their profit from there. Now, me, Sapir, personally, I'm talking just about myself. I'm using the managed account service, which we'll be talking about later on this video. So in the managed account, because it's a fulfillment service, right? I don't own my own Amazon accounts, so I don't use discounted gift cards, so I can't compete with these guys. Okay, so I want to filter out all of the sellers who sell on a loss at the front end. Okay, so I have here profit, and I can put greater than 0. Okay, I only want to see sellers who sell at a positive front end profit. So I'm left with 103 items. So these 103 items are very, very targeted items, okay, because they're all with great selling history. They're all with a positive profit on the front end. Okay, and I don't mind the competitors because my experience showed me that even if you have a pretty saturated item, you can still sell it. Okay, so I don't mind that, but overall, that's all I need. So now, how do I upload it to my store? I can check all of the items or some of the items, whatever I want to do with it. Okay, and I click export. Just 1 second. Well, yeah, it's taking too long. Okay, so generally it should um, you know be okay, and then you click export, and when you do, it will take you. Sorry, it will take you to this screen. It will take you to the listing generator. And when it does, it will look like this. You see? Let's say this one, okay? It's an example, okay? So this is actually the same, very same results you've just seen right here, 103 results. So it will take you to the listing generator, and it will look like this, ready. So now I click on it, and I choose a store I want to upload the items to, and I can limit if I want or not, you know. And I click generate, and it will upload all of the items that I've limited or not, all of them. If I haven't put any limit, it will upload all of the items to the store that I chose. Okay, simple as that, guys. Now, obviously, when you have a brand new store, you can't upload 100 items at once. Okay, you will get banned. So you limit 2 items. Okay, and then you come back, and you go back to the list to the locator, and you go back uh, to the same results right here, search and compare, and you do the same filters again, and you click export, and again it will take you to the listing generator where you see a brand new line ready, and you click it again, and you limit again 2 items. Okay, this could last you 2 months almost. Okay, if you upload only 2 items a day. So what SaleFreaks will do is it will fail the orders from yesterday over duplicates and just upload the next 2 items that it can upload. Of course, some of the items will fall on Vero, okay, but um, you see my point. So, and all of this from only one subcategory. Then I can go to another subcategory, and then go over all the subcategories, and then I can go back to arts and crafts. I'm sorry, I can go back to the next um, category and do the entire process again. So go over all of the subcategories, and then by the time I finish the rotation and I go back to the first category that I started with, which is that one, I have already new items that I can upload because Amazon always adds new items, right? So if you have a new store, maybe you can skip and go straight ahead to more seasonal items. Seasonal items like it's summer now, so garden and uh, patio garden outdoor stuff. You can go for that and then keep your rotation from there. But this is how you use the locator, and it's very, very simple. You don't have to use any market research software. Okay, you just scan a URL and that's pretty much it. Okay, our next topic, as we said, is how to make sure that all of your Amazon orders are getting fulfilled. So guys, nowadays, if you don't know, okay, it has become extremely difficult, not very, but extremely difficult to maintain private Amazon accounts. Okay, Amazon has been closing accounts left and right and center. It's terrible. Everything is a trigger. Using discounted gift cards is a trigger. Sending to other um, addresses other than the one on your account is a trigger, which is what we do as a dropshipper. As dropshippers, of course, send to other addresses. So everything is a trigger, and uh, it's very, very difficult. Then you get suspended with all of those pending orders, and you have no way to fulfill your orders, and your buyers on eBay are waiting for them. So also you have to take into consideration the costs. Okay, so other than SaleFreaks slot costs, right? Because you pay per slot, right? So for example, uh, uh, if you wanna have like 20 Amazon accounts, you have to have 20 slots. And I'm not sure how much each slot costs, but it adds up. So other than the slot costs, when an account gets closed, you may lose money on purchased orders and gift card balance. Okay, so for example, if you use discounted gift cards, which again most of us do, I believe, right? Um, to some degree. Okay, so when they close your account, you lose the balance. They don't give it back to you. Okay, they just take it for themselves as a punishment. And if you have orders that weren't shipped yet, that's not too bad. But for example, if you have um, returned orders that should return to the account, and now the account got closed while the item is on its way back, you lose the money for this order, okay? Because it will be returned to a suspended account, okay? So you will lose this money for this transaction. So everything adds up, guys. It's a lot of money, a lot of money, okay? And so you're trying to stay under the radar. So um, you know, you can't. It's very risky to place a lot of orders from a single account, as well as the item's price can be too high. So not only you're on your toes all the time, you're trying to stay under the radar by selling, cheap items, and you can only fulfill so much orders from one account without getting, you know uh, Amazon to inspect your account. So for example, I limit my account to 5 orders each day. For 24 hours, 5 orders. So imagine if you have, guys, 200 orders a day, right? 200 orders a day from Amazon. You can afford to have even 20 accounts. You have to have like 50, 60 Amazon accounts, and all of this costs money, and the slots, and it's a terrible headache. I don't say it's not impossible. It is impossible, guys. It is impossible entirely to have private accounts, but it sure takes guts and patience. And if you don't have any of those, you just want to start making money, you just want to fulfill orders and sleep well at night, you can battle all of this by using SaleFreaks managed account service. Now, what is this service exactly? Well, it's a fulfillment service, guys. Basically, what it is SaleFreaks fulfills your Amazon orders for you. So you don't need to own any Amazon accounts. You don't need to um, worry about discounted gift cards. You don't need to worry about slots. You don't need to worry about getting banned and losing money over balance and orders. Okay, if anything you need, returning an item, canceling an item, if it was lost and you need a refund, any of that, you just contact the tech support and they help you. Okay, so it's a great solution. Okay, it's a great solution. And if you ask yourself, well, how do they do that? And how do they do that? And in a way that I can't. Well, I can't tell you too much. I'll just tell you that um, basically we have an agreement with Amazon, some sort of agreement, okay, which where we're authorized to resell their items. So this way everything is legal and we're not getting banned, okay? So this is the technology behind it. So what do you do to join the managed account? So I won't click this because I'm not going to disable the managed accounts. But for you, if you're not in yet, it will show join managed account. So you click on this and you just follow uh, through the instructions. Okay, so you will have to authorize. Okay, it comes with a cost. Okay, you pay $15 a month plus 30 cents for every order. But guys, it's worth it. As I mentioned, every slot costs between $10 and $30. Okay, and you pay $15 a month. You cover it with a single order, guys. A profit from a single order can cover your entire month's worth of fees. Okay, so you click on this, you approve the terms of service, and that's it. You're officially a member of the managed account service, and all you have left to do is just load balance. So here you have my balance, and you have managed account balance. If you click on this, okay, you see the number right here. This represents your